Hi everyone, welcome back to lesson 85, day 2, focusing on those vowel teams for the long E sound. Here's our 4 steps for our day 2 today. We're going to start off with that new concept review. We're going to do some word work. We're going to look at our irregular words and then finally move on to that connected text. Okay, so remember a vowel team is 2 or more letters that work together to make one sound. The vowel teams that we discussed with day 1 was EE. EE spells E in the middle of a word, like in the word need, or in the word feet. EE can also come at the end of a word, like in the word see, or in the word tree. EE can also come at the beginning, like in the word eel. The next vowel team that we discussed was EA. EA spells E, like in the middle of the word mean, in the middle of the word team. EA can also come at the beginning, like in the word eat or each. And it can also come at the end, like at the end of the word tea or the word flee. The last vowel team that we discussed yesterday with day 1 was EY. EY spells E, like and it comes at the end of the second syllable, like in the word money or the word turkey. So we now have 6 different ways that we can spell the long E sound, and it can get kind of tricky, but the key is that we need to continue to practice. So let's read these words together. If we tap this word out, it's need, need. That EE spells E in that word. EA is E, so each, each. Eaten, green. This one's tricky. Monk, key, monkey, monkey. Good, cha-ching. We're going to move on to our word work now, so go ahead and grab your whiteboard and marker, pencil, paper, or you can use your finger in front of you. We are going to spell some words here. So the first word we're going to start with, would you please write the word meat on your board? If we tap it, it's eat, meat. And this word has 2 meanings, and the word that we are writing today is like nice to meet you, or I'm going to meet new people. Meat. Good. Okay, now we're going to change a meat to feet. How would we change it meat to feet? If we tap it out, it's eat, feet. That first sound is the one that's changing, so I'm going to erase the M, and I'm going to write an F for feet. Good. Now will you please erase the F and write a B? Erase the F and write a B. What word is this? This word is beet. If we tap it, it's b-eat, beet. Good, beet. Now this is a vegetable, kind of a deep reddish purple vegetable. Now we're going to change beet to the homophone, beat, and that's going to change the spelling of the long E sound to EA. Now this type of beat is like I beat you at the game. Beat. So EA is that new vowel team that we're now working with. And I want you to change beat to meat. This is the other type of meat, like hamburger meat or hot dog meat. Meat. How would you change beat to meat? If you erased the B and wrote an M, you are correct. Hot dog meat, hamburger meat. Good. Now what if I erased the M and wrote an H? What word would that be? This word is heat. Heat. Good. Heat. Now, what if we changed heat to heal? Heal. Heal. If you said to erase that T and write an L, you are correct. Heal. And what if I wanted to erase the H and write a D? What word is that? That word is deal. If we tap it out, it's D-E-L, deal. That E-A is spelling that E sound there. Good. Will you change deal to meal? Meal? Change deal to meal. If you said to erase the D and write an M, you're correct. Meal. Let's go have a meal. Will you please erase the M this time? Erase the M again and write an R. What word do we get if we wrote an R there? Ooh, I wrote that weird. This word is real. If we tap it, it's real. Real. Good. Now, what if I wanted to change real to teal? Teal. Where's that new sound coming from? Teal. Teal. See, I hear it at that beginning sound, so I'm going to erase the R. I'm going to think T spells T. So teal. Teal is like a blue-green color. Teal. Good. Now, what if you add in an S to the beginning? What word is that? Steel. That word is steel. If we tap it, it's E-O. Steel. Okay, this is like I want to steal that food. Steal. Okay, and we're going to do one last little quick change here. I want you to change the E-A back to E-E, that long E vowel team. The word is still steel, right? S-T-E-L, steel. It's still steel, but this type of steel is like the metal that they use to build buildings and different things like that. This is steel. Good. Okay, go ahead and erase those boards, and we are going to move on. So that leads us to cha-ching. We're moving on to those irregular words now. So remember, irregular words are words that are spelled differently and don't really sound, you can't tap them out, right? Sometimes they're called heart words because you have to know them by heart. So first off, we're going to review some words. This word, remember, is father. The A spells the ah sound in this word, father. This word is water, ah, that A spells ah again. And also remember that T kind of spells the D sound sometimes as well, depending on where you are. Water. This word is today, today. That O has that sound. It's that schwa, today, today. And this word is very, very. That ER spells air in this word. Very, very. Like very heavy. Okay, and we are going to move on to some new words today. So this word is above. Say above. Above. Now this one's a little tricky because we've learned about the schwa. We know about the schwa. And the schwa tells us that it's just kind of a lazy vowel, right? So A spells in this word. And then the other thing that's a little interesting is that we've already learned kind of a long time ago that O consonant E can sometimes spell right? We learned that in some words, like the word some, the word done, and the word love. So we learned O consonant E can spell So that might not really be a hard spelling because we already know that. But it is an exception to the typical O consonant E rule, spelling that long O sound. But that word is definitely a little difficult. So that word again is above, above. Go ahead and pause the video here, and will you write that word 3 times, please? The next word is among, among. So we have that schwa word, or schwa sound there at the beginning for that A. A spells in this word. And then the O in this word spells that sound also, kind of like a U. Among, among. So that one is kind of tricky as well. Go ahead and pause this video and write this word 3 times, please. Like among us. Good, okay. Cha-ching, we're moving on to that connected text. Okay, I want you to take a second, pause the video here, and will you please read the sentence out loud in your head? Take a second to read it. Do you notice any heart words in here? Do you notice any of our new concept, E-E, E-A, or E-Y? I see eat, E-A, eat. And I see kidney has EY at the end. And I also see beans has EA in it also for that E. Oh, and I totally missed it right there, but please has that EA in there also. Please. Okay, the sentence, if you've read it a few times, is can I please eat kidney beans with rice? That rice word there is a little tricky too because that C is spelling that soft S sound because of the E. Good job. Okay, go ahead and read this next sentence. Pause the video, read it out loud. I see EE in the word green. I see EA in the word beans. I also see that new heart word, above, above. This sentence is, they put the green beans above the apples. They put the green beans above the apples. Will you read it fluently with me? Read it fluently with me. It's, they put the green beans above the apples. Good. I'm going to let you read this one by yourself really quick. The queen was hidden among the 40 bees in her hive. Good. Okay, will you please spell this sentence for me? We're just going to do one sentence today. The sentence that I want you to spell is going to be, my father drinks sweet tea at the beach. My father drinks sweet tea at the beach. So let's repeat that word for me. Repeat that sentence. My father drinks sweet tea at the beach. Now let's say it again and let's count those words there for me. My father drinks sweet tea at the beach. So there are 8 words in this sentence. So we're going to draw 8 lines to help us, to remind us that we need to be writing 8 words. And remember that our sentence always starts with a capital letter. So that first word is my. So we need that capital M for my. My father drinks. My father drinks. You should be writing this down. Oh, kind of running out of room. My father drinks. That's that heart word there. Sweet tea at the beach. Sweet tea at the beach. We have a lot of those new concept words there. Remember, at the end of our sentence, we also need a punctuation. My father drinks sweet tea at the beach. Sweet tea, I see sweet with that EE. I see tea with that EA. And I see beach with that EA as well. Sweet tea at the beach. And notice here also we have that subject and verb agreement there with that drinks. I can't say my father drinks sweet tea. It's my father drinks sweet tea. Good job. Go ahead and erase your boards. And we are going to move on to our decodable text. Okay, so this decodable text is called Deep in the Green Forest. Whenever you hear that long E sound, will you just go ahead and put a finger up for me? So for example, if I read that title, it'll be Deep in the Green Forest. Once upon a time, there was a fox who lived in a valley. She spent her days deep in the green forest. Each day, she would wake up from her sleep and greet the forest animals. She would say hello to the animals in the trees above her. Ooh, heart word. She would also say hello to the animals who rested by the stream. Remember, a stream is like a river. One morning, the peace of the forest was broken by a horrid scream. The fox looked up to see where the scream came from. She saw a fallen tree. She peeked in and came upon a monkey. The monkey was stuck in the fallen tree. One more. Can you please help me get free? Pleaded the monkey. I will try my best, the fox said. The fox pushed very hard, and in the end, the monkey was freed. Thank you so much, the monkey said as he leaped onto another tree. As the fox walked back to the valley, she beamed with pride for helping the monkey. Good. Okay, we're going to read this one last time, and this time I want you to read those long E sounds. So for example, for the title, you would read Deep in the Green Forest. Okay, so once upon a time there was a fox who lived in a... She spent her days in the forest. Day, she would wake up from her and the forest animals. She would say hello to the animals in the above her. She would also say hello to the animals who rested by the... One morning, the forest was broken by horrid... The fox looked up to see where the came from. She saw a fallen. She in and came upon a... The was stuck in the fallen. Can you help me get the monkey? I will try my best, the fox said. The fox pushed very hard, and in the end, the was... Thank you so much, the said as he onto another tree. As the fox walked to the, she beamed, with pride for helping the. Good, and that leads us to cha-ching. Thanks for joining us today, and I'll see you guys later for another lesson.